I got myself a 13 pounds of beef brisket. Right now I got the fat side down. It's waiting to get to room temperature, and I'm just showing you some of the rubs I'm using. I'm using, of course, my Barbecue Bros rub, New Orleans style, which I like. I am just also putting on Texas Finest Stagner steak rub. And I also got some of this John Henry pecan rub. Also got some garlic salt and some regular kosher salt. And I got myself some black pepper. And here's the beef brisket. All 13 pounds of it. Now that I got my grill temperature right up to almost 250, between 200 and 250. It's about 240 right now. I'm going to start getting it ready for the meat. Woohoo! Okay, so here's my setup. I got my heat deflector piece on. I have the second grill on the PK set up. I got the fat side up on these pieces. I got some water underneath. I got my vents set up. I got one wide open underneath the underneath the charcoal. I got the other one shut off completely. I have really 1 1/4 vents open on the top, and that's going to get me to my 250 heat. So we'll check this in a couple hours. I just want to come back out. It's only an hour into the cook. I just want to look at the temperature setting, and it's at a steady 250. That's exactly how I want it. I got this top damper open. I got the bottom damper, only one of them open, underneath the fire side at and it's halfway closed or halfway open. Okay, that's my check. Alright, it's about 5.5 hours into the cook. The coals have been running at this time. Its temperature is just starting to dip right to about 240 degrees right now. I'm going to check it and see what it looks like for the first time. Let's open this up. Oh, it's looking mighty good. Those coals are looking pretty good. Okay, so I took the internal temperature of these pieces of meat, and what I did is I flipped the bottom piece to the top and the top one to the bottom, because the bottom one had an internal temperature of approximately 160, which is almost where I want it to be, and the top one had an internal temperature of approximately 145, so it needs to get up a little higher. I put a little bit more charcoal back in there, and I put a little bit more hickory wood, and I'm going to let it smoke or cook for another hour or so, and then we'll see what it looks like, and prepare to wrap it in foil. Okay, it's about 7 hours into the cook. Temperature says it's in a little bit around 250, so it's going well. Let's open this up. Oh yeah, that's what it's looking like. That's looking pretty good. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to transfer these things into foil, and I'm going to cook it for another 2 hours, or 3 hours. Okay, so here I am, about 7 hours into the cook. I wrapped one of the pieces into a foil boat, and I put that on the bottom, and I put the other one on top. I just wrapped that in with foil, and as the liquid in there, I used really coffee, as I was drinking some coffee. So I used a half coffee, and I used a half cup of apple cider vinegar, and I used that as the steam liquid on each part of that, and with the fat side down, I poured it in and I wrapped it up. And at this point, I'm cooking at around 200, and I'll see if I can get the temperature up to around 200 degrees and cook it for another 200 or two more hours or so, and it should be real delicious. Okay, it's about 12 hours into my cook. I just took off the foiled brisket, and it's been sitting for about an hour, and it smells and looks great. Here's the second one of the beef brisket I put into this aluminum boat, and it looks delicious as well. Here we go. You just opened up the brisket, cut it, nice smoke ring on there, really delicious, and this stuff is really tender. It's just falling off. It's falling off and really breaking apart. Wish you guys were here to taste it. 13 pounds of it. Keep it simple and delicious. Beef brisket on the PK Grill.